Hey, I'm Candice, a food and lifestyle journalist who loves juicy stories, especially over cocktails. There's something about a great drink that makes people pour out their soul, and bartenders are all too familiar with that.
And he goes, hey, she's really pretty over there. He's like, but I don't really talk to girls. What am I supposed to do?
So, I'm hitting the road, talking to bartenders near and far, listening to what they have to say. Welcome to Westville, Connecticut, a charming suburb next to New Haven. I'm chillaxing with bartender and GM Eddy Caves at Manjares Tapas and Bar. Here you'll enjoy mouth-watering Latin Caribbean cuisine and unique spirit-forward cocktails like the Hanifa, which is basically your next green juice obsession. And to top it off, Eddy will share a story about an awkward run-in with a customer who he found in a compromising position.
Hey Candice.
Hey Eddy, good to see you again.
Same here.
Thank you. Ooh, what did you shake up today?
So we are featuring the new cocktails that we're making for the upcoming season.
Okay.
They are like health conscious, green pressed juices.
Nice.
This one has apple, kale, pineapple, ginger. It's more like to go with our theme for here at Manjares, which is more for like nutritious and is actually also like less alcohol content. So it's for those people that are like, okay, I want to drink, but I don't want too much. I just want something little, but I don't want to feel guilty about it. So That's kind of like the new line that I'm doing and creating right now.
I like that. So it's like your adult green juice.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's like half good, half bad.
Right.
Like I just came from yoga, but I'm a little stressed out.
Exactly.
I need something to go to sleep.
I need some more namaste.
Exactly. Some more on a deeper level.
Very cool.
So I feel like it's a well-balanced cocktail, different.
Oh wow, this is really delicious.
And it's soothing, smooth.
Absolutely. What spirit base is in here?
It's gin.
Really?
It's actually a rose gin.
You know I'm a gin girl.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm sipping on this, can you tell me a little bit more about Manjares?
Manjares. So Manjares in general originally comes from pastry side.
Okay.
That's how it was more like a coffee shop, and it's been like that for about 10 years.
Okay.
But then the original owner, which her name is Ana de Los Angeles, she wanted to make tapas, bar with full spirits, cocktails, and that's where I come in.
So I know that you've been bartending since you were a kid.
Pretty much.
For
two, I've been in the industry for way too long, but there's nothing else that I would rather be doing for sure.
And I'm sure that with all that you've seen while behind many bars, you could probably write a book.
Some people have said that.
Well, I would love to hear a little something of what you've experienced behind the bar. Or like your number one. Or if you can share it, or of the top three. We'd love to hear a little something.
I can think of a few.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I love your really cute seating area, so why don't we like mosey on over there and then get comfy with my cocktail and I'll listen to your story.
Awesome. Let's do it.
The Hanifa has me feeling super comfy. I am ready for your story time.
That's a win.
So did you pick one out of your top three?
I did. I think this one stands out the most.
Alrighty.
Especially because it kind of set up the tone for the rest of my bartending career.
Oh, all right.
It was a different one. This happened somewhere around the Hudson River. I was in my early 20s, which it wasn't that long ago, so I'm not that
like
old.
a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, like a year and a half ago.
Right.
Psych. It was during brunch time.
Okay.
And it was on a Sunday. There was this very actually known and powerful lady, and I'm gonna name her Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones, I love it
That's
already.
how I'm gonna name her. Mrs. Jones used to come every Sunday. So, but then all of a sudden, she was coming more and more consistently, and she will always get the same thing all the time.
Okay.
There was this great manager that I used to work with who also used to take care of her all the time when she used to come. It was something that was continuing on for months, like she was one of our regulars, but then all of a sudden she stopped coming. But she will still order the same plate, and she lived really close to the restaurant. The manager that was always on duty, he started doing personally this delivery, including the mojito, which it was technically not necessarily legal. Who am I? I'm young. I'm on my second year of like being in the industry, bartending here and there. What do I know? I just want to look good for my manager. Who knows? Maybe I will get a promotion, a raise. And at the same time, I really like the lady too. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. My manager says it's okay. I'm not in trouble. So I used to prepare that, and then he will always deliver it.
Okay.
That continued to happen for a couple of months. And then I started noticing that something was different, because there would be times where the owner will come and he will ask for this specific manager, and then I'll be like, oh, he must be around here somewhere. That started to become sort of kind of like an issue, that for some reason this manager was disappearing a lot during those brunch shifts. The manager was, I guess he was terminated or whatever it may be, due to having disappeared during those busy times, especially around that. So I was like, all right, that was really interesting. I didn't really understand. But what happened was, after that situation happened, the next Sunday came around.
Okay. Did she call?
And she called. So the owner was like, do you know where this goes? Because I know that you're familiar with it. Do you think that you can pick up that, and then once this manager is trained or whatever it may be? Because like I said, this person was known. It was somebody that you wanted to have on your side, especially if you lived in the community.
Right. Connected.
Connected. You know, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know in these days. I go into the door, and as I try to knock on the door, you know, just say like, delivery is here.
Right.
I've noticed that the door is slightly propped open, not locked or whatever it may be. But I didn't want to go in and bust in, so I'm just like, you know, still knocking on the door. Like, I hear this, the voice says, come in. So that's what I heard. So and I'm like, okay, should I wait here, come in? But they clearly said, come in. Maybe I should have spoken more. Now as I'm thinking about it, so I just kept on following the voice.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm walking down, like it was the living room, then I'm walking down to a little hallway. You know, I heard I'm in here. So I have the bag.
Yeah.
The mojito in my hand. Again, another door slightly propped open.
Nervous.
I see someone bent over without no clothes on, with handcuffs on her back.
What?
Handcuffs.
Okay.
Yes. So then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And they're like, the response that I get, like, who's this? So I'm just like, I'm sorry, I came to make the delivery that you always get. And then she kind of like freaked out move. I exit the room. I was a little, you know, I was panicking. That was very different.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, what the hell did just happen? What the hell did I came into? I was like, miss, I am very sorry. This was not expected. I am gonna go ahead and leave the food here and leave the stuff here, and I'm gonna go. And there's like, no, wait, you can't leave. I need you to help me.
Help you? Her?
Take the handcuffs off, because she handcuffed herself in a way where she couldn't. And then I had to help her take the handcuffs off before I exit. Mind you, at that time, she still hadn't seen me really, because they were kind of like dim
Right,
lights.
she's a little compromised.
Right, so then as she sees me, and now she finally sees me, because I turn on, I was like, where's the light? Turn on the light.
Right.
And then she says, oh my God, you're like, you could be my son.
Ew, what?
So that was another very uncomfortable moment. You know, at the time I'm trying to comfort her so she doesn't freak out. And I'm like, this never happened. Don't worry about it. I'm like, you know, I ain't no snitch.
Right.
Like, you live your life. Nobody's a saint. This is all good. You're fine. Here's your food. Here's the bill. Just give me the money.
And let me go.
So I could go back to my shift before I also get fired. Because I was freaking out. I really thought like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired here. And like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another bartender. I was really freaking out because it was really something different. I don't know what was more shocking, the fact of what happened or the aftermath. I was just all over the place.
I hope she gave you an amazing tip.
She did. There was a good tip.
Okay.
It was probably,
at the very
the
least.
tip was more than 100% tip.
Good.
And I was like, oh, you know how to do that? But I was like, deep inside, I'm like, you've had to do that and more.
Yes.
If you want me to keep my mouth shut. And then I grabbed that bill. I went to work. I don't know how I made it to the rest of my shift, but I was all like messed up. And then that's when I put it all together. Okay, so this is what was really going on.
Right.
The manager was going over there to handle a situation, not really for the delivery.
Couple situations.
Yes, this whole time I thought my mojitos were phenomenal and she loved them so much. It was not about the mojito.
Oh, she loved something else.
She liked something else. It was such a hard discovery. I was like, ugh, I got so much work to do.
That is wild. So did she ever like visit again or call?
After that, I didn't really see her much thereafter, and I don't think I would.
Right. I mean,
I did see her like around the Hudson area. I don't know if I was shopping. I don't know if it was either
did you put
Target
blinders on
or at the mall. No, I just kind of looked, I glanced, and I was like, oh, that's her. But I think it was awkward after that. But
I'm sure.
I didn't say anything to anyone, and I don't know if there was some type of investigation with the manager or if he said something. I don't know. I don't know what happened after because I had left from that place to go elsewhere. So you just learn a lot just from being around. But to me, it's just part of the job. It is what it is, and I have fun with it, and it's funny.
It is. It's
every
very
day
fun.
is different because you don't know which character, which person you're gonna get, or which story is gonna be. Sometimes people come sad, angry, or sometimes people come happy, or they teach you a lesson, or they tell you something. It's just always different.
It really is. Well, I came here happy.
Awesome.
I'll be leaving here happier.
Yes, good.
And I would love to know how to make this cocktail for my bar because this is going to be a treat after my workouts.
Oh, absolutely. It's balanced out with those things.
Yes.
There's a little bit of alcohol, but a little bit of health benefits to it.
Absolutely. So if you could show me, I would so appreciate that.
All right. Let's go do it.
Sounds
I'll
good.
show you. Hello, how's everybody doing? My name is Eddy Caves. I'm going to share with you one of our feature cocktails called the Hanifa. Right, so to make this cocktail, first, shaker cup, grab a little bit of agave. Then I have this rose gin. We're going to do about an ounce of this. We have the Hanifa mixture, which is apples, pineapple, kale, ginger. Do some ice in here. Train it. A dehydrated apple. And we're gonna dust it up with some cinnamon, some grated cinnamon. And this is the Hanifa cocktail.